We've all been taught that practice makes perfect, except it doesn't. Now, practicing is definitely needed if you want to get better, but the way you practice is essential. The way most people practice is they struggle with a section, eventually get it right, play it correctly once or twice, and then move on. But what actually happens, let's say it took you 10 tries to play it correctly, is that you taught your brain how to make a mistake 10 times and how to play it correctly 2 times. So, if you return to that section later, the odds of you playing it correctly are quite low, especially in pressure situations. So what is the solution? Overlearning. Overlearning is where you repeat the section multiple times in a row correctly. At least 50% overlearning is recommended. That means if it took you 10 tries to play something correctly, play it at least 5 times in a row correctly, before moving on or adding more bars. 100% overlearning, 10 correct repetitions in a row in this example is even better. Take a listen to Steve Vai, who knows a thing or two about guitar.
Bar by bar, and do it until I could play it perfectly. Like perfectly. 11 times in a row without making a mistake. And if I made a mistake, I could go back and have to count over.
Now, some of you might think this is extreme, but if you want to truly own a piece of music, this is what you have to do. And there's an extra benefit as well. The first time you do this, let's say you're at 8 correct repetitions in a row, you will definitely mess up the 9th or 10th time, just because it's the 9th or 10th time. The pressure of not wanting to start over ironically will cause you to have to start over. And by practicing this way, you teach your brain how to handle pressure. The harder practice becomes, the easier performance gets. It reminds me of this quote: the more you sweat in practice, the less you bleed in battle. But it's true. So the next time you have to perform, or someone asks you to play something, you can confidently grab your guitar and do so, because you have put in the right practice. So, practice doesn't make perfect, but perfect practice makes pretty damn good. And while overlearning is a must when practicing, it's not the only thing you have to do. In fact, a study on top performing music students revealed they did 2 other things, and you can learn about them in this video.